Greetings, I'm Sir Vainglory and welcome back to Season 3 of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. This is part 60 and starting at our new train station today. A whole host of train spotters have turned up, but unfortunately there are no trains for them to spot. I forgot to disallow workers and passengers and students etc. to congregate here, so I've done that now. Construction train must be somewhere out and about. Further up there, there it is. Well, anyway, here it is coming here. So yeah, I want to get the train set up to start bringing in visitors from the border. So let's start with purchase a new vehicle or mechanism. And it's going to be a diesel locomotive. And it's just going to... should we make it a smarter one? Yeah, let's just go for the M62. It doesn't have to be anything special. And 12 whole tourists. So let's go ahead and buy a wagon. Not a wagon. Passenger car. Passenger wagon, it is a wagon. Can hold 125, so there's going to be plenty of space for folks. Going to go back to the shop of goods in a minute. Right, sir, could you head out here, load up the train, yeah, and then just come back. For now, that's fine. I don't know if I'm going to bother setting up a line. I wanted to check this. Oh, different shops out of goods. Probably meat by the looks of things. You dropping off? Yeah, you will be. Yep. So that's taken care of already. Speaking of taken care of, we've got the hotels, or at least one of the hotels, now up and running. Food and alcohol, meat being brought in. Hopefully there'll be some stock in there by the time the first tourists arrive. So, speaking of tourists arriving, thank you autosave. Here's my train. Here it comes. Somewhere. Taking its time. And why are you heading out in this direction? And it's not a bad thing, as long as you've got the passenger car. If you're coming out here to get fuel, then what we're going to have you do after that is head out to the border, then head up to the train station. What? Ah, it's not... it's picked up the passenger wagon, but it hasn't actually connected it properly for use. So hopefully that comes out, fuels up, and then it heads back down in there, and then we'll get it sorted. Over here, we've had our first hazardous waste dropped off. So this is operating without issues, good stuff. And I've set up a few different technical services to drop off their hazardous waste here rather than here, and I've restarted the hazardous waste import, so we've got a couple of garbage trucks that bring hazardous waste over to that same new dump. Plenty of biological waste, and you are biological waste, funnily enough. Right, now you're heading... Well, I still need to wait until you get back to the depot before we can properly connect up the car. You're going the long way around. Why did you not come down in through here if you're heading for there? Are you going back in the back end or something? Who knows? Right, up here... Here, we've got the technical services finished. We've got 4 large container garbage trucks. And this is being emptied finally. So we've resolved the problem up here with the livestock farm. The slaughterhouse not being able to work. We've got some meat building up. We've maxed out on food, so I think we're all good here. And we're at, what, 30th of June? So it won't be long before the next harvest comes in. Still got 1,800 tons of crops there and 954 down here. Who's meant to bring the crops up here? You from the grain storage to livestock farm, not here. Yeah, I've got these distribution offices. Why are you not picking up? Because it's set at 30%. Let's put you down to 20 then. Yeah, we'll leave that one. And you though. Now you're still unloading there. Tell you what. Let's get you to do that. Just that we can empty out the grain silo here. Get everything transported up the hill where it's going to be used. Right, you. We've got the tunnel boring machine. So I think what we'll do is send you back to this other depot. There. Thank you, please. And then you head over to the construction office. And I'm probably going to need to keep an eye on it because once again we'll have to remove the signals in this one, I think. To faster speed, it's not the swiftest of vehicles. And what's sitting out here? Steel train. Oh, you've decided to be smart this time. Oh no, the other train, the train that's on its way in is too long for that business there. Right, but you seem to be stuck. Oh, I've removed the wrong stop. Yeah, head to there. And we'll take that stop off. Right. Now attach you like so, and then we can send you out on your merry way. Let's race from line. You stop, will be there. Pick up just tourists. Unload anybody, just in case anyone gets in and decides to make a break for the border. Your next stop would then be up here. I'll let you load up again, whoever. Unload only tourists. And go. So, keen to see how many tourists we pick up. It said that we had 12. Why are you still waiting? There should be a spare platform here that would have allowed you... Ah, because you've come in that way, you can only go into... Why would you go to that platform? Good God. Right. About face. You about face as well. And... it's just going to be stuck there because of that nonsense. Oh, you annoy me. Immensely. Right, could you... I don't know if there's a route there. Could you head there? No. I should need to make that signal two-way, which I don't like to do, because I sometimes forget to put it back. Right, okay. You would have to be mixed signal. But that's got to be mixed signal as well. Can you get back now? Looks like it. Now you, what's your, let me see your line detail. Now you come in there. And you can obviously come along there as well. Do I want to get rid of this? No, I can't get rid of that because that's needed for trains coming back out from here. AI needs improvement in this, obviously. Right, I want you to head out there, clear the way for the steel train to get in. But I mean, it's this nonsense of, why the hell? Why the hell? The hell, because that can only actually access that one track. That's the problem. But that should be a one-off. We shouldn't have trains really coming up here that often. That's just because they're sending that train out from this depot, the passenger train. And what are you doing? You are loading up. Do I have to totally rework this junction again? The thing is, it's so tight in here, I don't know that we can get these tracks in. Let's have a look. So if we were to come off from there, push that signal back, actually, it might work. Right, let's temporarily remove that. If we decide to pull off from there, no. Not at all, I don't think. Now this would need some major rework. Anything that's up there is going to have to go into the right. There's a section missing. That's what the real problem is. Yes, that would fix it, I think, if I were to add in that. That's a simple fix, because then all the trains can get down here, switch. No, that doesn't fix it really, because no, that could potentially cause a real problem. I'm going to give that a try anyway. I won't die, probably. Let's add you in there. You then have to become mixed. Like so. You go back to being just a normal semaphore. One way. Okay. Let's get that assigned. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Where is my train anyway? Here it is. You can't... You're on the wrong... No, you're on the correct platform. These signals here, do they need adjusted? Yes, you need to be mixed. Like so. You should be fine as you are. This one here, if it had a train come in there, it would need to be mixed out like that. Okay. Right, let's jump on this train. And we'll see how many passengers we pick up. If any. Should have lots of signals. I don't need that many signals over there, I just got a bit carried away, I suppose. Need to get the lawnmower out here. Yes, first tourists about to arrive. Well, that worked. It did select the empty platform. Ugh. And you fill up with 13 whole tourists. Excellent. And let's... Oh, thank you, autosave. Select Dudin and Maxim Rodinovic. And we'll follow him around. Presumably he'll get... Let's fast forward. He'll often go to a hotel, although he might go down to the concert hall or something first. Where is he? It's one of these folks. Probably. Well, can't select them. Not going shopping. We need to do something about this section of path. And down and... yeah, looks like going straight to the hotel. And this other one needs to be added into the distribution for food, alcohol, etc. And of course that's where he's going, the one that's got no facilities. Yeah, nothing at all. 7 tourists. So it splits them up evenly. Good stuff. Right, let's grab these lines. Meet distribution. So after 7, go to there and unload. And the region food. And after 5, go there. Load. And reversed. Nope. This one. After 3. food. They're both fine, and then that leaves just the booze. More booze. There we go. Now the booze truck is probably set up. Oh, it's not here. Where are you? Let's find them. They're on their way to the border. Well, they were under the underground in that section there. Right, so you go out to the customs house, you load up. You don't wait till you're unloaded. Either of those just up when you get to Shavat or Kuliata. Okay. Fine. And I checked over here already. This is beginning to fill up. That's come right down. No, this is beginning to fill up. These are both maxed out, which is again not good. There's still some capacity in here, so scraping by for now. Right, so we've got tourists. Hooray! Here. Can we see any stats? 2 tourists unable to visit a place of spirituality. They should have read the guidebook before they arrived. They'd find out there is no such thing here. Okay. And over here, yeah, we're good up here as well. But that's filled up again, despite having these. Oh, I forgot to. No, I didn't. That goes out far enough. So why are you not working? If I increase that to 2,000, does that make a difference? Nope. Oh, somebody's away out. You're heading up. No. What? Are you going to the bread factory? That's strange. Well, you would go there, but not to the dump right next to it. Is it because of this damn thing again? I maybe have to demolish that. Then the buses work okay. The deliveries for the fertilizer work okay to the farm. Why would the waste trucks get stopped there? So they'll come up here. No, it's going to the food factory. It said. There's a waste truck there. Why is this not working? It's got related vehicles. Alright. So it's working okay, I don't need to demolish that. Why did we have 4 idle waste trucks sitting in there? Sitting in the technical services? And we've got waste trucks that come in here directly. I mean, it's fine if you come in and empty that out, at least partially empty it, but I'd much rather empty that. Mystery. Anyway, at least we've got some meat and food backlog now. Train is waiting too long. What's happened? Yeah, for some reason you decide It must be to do with... Well, that train's been sat there for a while. Oh, this hasn't been built yet. But then why are you heading up there? What is your... Let me see the line detail. Why would you... The only way to get there is if you come up this track. Which you shouldn't have done. And you are stopped because of that. Right, you head back there. Oh, you can't because of the signals. The other option is that the tracks down here come into just these two. And this track here serves just these two. That's still not... Still not ideal because of... We've got the steel train and the passenger train would come in on this side. I suppose that they could maybe go for both. It might work. I'm going to have to rethink this entirely. So I'll probably do that in between parts. From this, we need to get rid of that signal again. Or not get rid of it necessarily, but switch it to... Just make it semaphore 2-8. And that's got to be 2-8. Right, face you about, off you go. Yeah, done this time. Now you can come in. Right, yeah, so I do have to rethink that entirely. It's all because I had this initial notion that everything importing from the border exporting would come in through here, and this would just be for passenger lines. I suppose I could still sort of do that, have the steel train come down through here, just send it through that track, and leave this for passengers. Maybe I want to do something like that. Why are you heading in there? Right. Sonny Jim, young fella, me lad, let me see your line detail. After a breaching platform, you are going to come back via that waypoint. Yeah. We'll leave it at that. Let you travel on from now. And you once again head for the full platform. Yeah, I'm just going to leave you. I'll let you try and figure it out by yourself. But yeah, in between parts, I'm going to rip this up, I think, and start it over. In fact, I might even just let the game run and build it. Anyway, we've got crops coming in. You should be picking up in this field. And no longer going out to the customs house. You want to drop off... Not in there or there. Oh, I've managed to remove the grain silo up here. Let's change the order. Put you up at the top. Meat grain silo, unload crops. No, to 100%. Okay, where are you going out to the border? I'm just going to quickly check all these. I do remember that you were going out to the border. You can stop that nonsense. Okay, right. I'm going to put in a break and we'll fix the rail junction in between parts. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment, rate the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content, and I hope to see you again next time. Cheers!